friends, and graduates. Welcome to the commencement ceremonies for Colts Neck High School's class of 2010. My name is Amy Hartzell, and I'm really proud to be representing such an amazing group of graduates. You know, I think I've probably graduated from high school before. When I was 6, I entered the hallowed halls of the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. When I was 12, I joined the North Shore High School Mathletes with Katie Heron. When I was 13, I was in the Breakfast Club at Shermer High School, and naturally, I've graduated from Rydell High a few times. But then, when I was 14, I came to Colts Neck High School. And believe it or not, this place has been more bizarre, more extreme, and more inspirational than any fictional school I've ever been to. This place holds a story all its own. Colts Neck High School has written us all into its book, and generations to come will be able to read the chapter impacted by our senior class. And while collectively we may only be one chapter, CNHS has provided us with the opportunity to start our own books. Some of them are sports victories. Some are comedies set in the auditorium. Some are light, some fluffy, some are dark. We've seen some adventure tales run through the ROTC wing. Some romance novels take place in the hallways. Some foreign language stories floating through GLS. And of course, some John Grisham tales for those of us in the LPS program. Some of our stories are written by our desires and aspirations, while others are written by teachers and classmates who inspired us to become better versions of ourselves. However, no matter how many characters or plots differ in the stories we share, the setting is always the same: Colts Neck High School. Naturally, there's always a dedication page. I know I usually skip over this unassuming list of italicized words in favor of the actual story. But this one is more important. We've all had teachers and friends without whom these stories wouldn't be the same. Before we move on to the future, new chapters and new plot lines, I encourage all of you to share that dedication with those who mean the most to you. Mine reads as follows. Peanut Button McGurk, Jimmy, Ladies of Jax, Shmeesh, Sam, Bill, Skippy and Bud, Jared, and LPS class of 2010. Without y'all, my story wouldn't exist. Without you, my story would be some Sylvia Plath poem, and honestly, who really wants that, right? But it's not, and I owe that to all of you. And Hartzell family, thanks to you too, just because you've always been there and I love you. But really, my Colts Neck High School story isn't about me. It's about all of us. Class of 2010, whether we'll admit it or not, we are all intertwined by one key factor. We're here. Our stories all end together just as they started on that first day of freshman year. So as 365 volumes finally get published into green and silver binding, only to be shipped off to bookshelves unknown, we have to move on. We have to take that leap out of a world of fiction and into a world of gross reality. I mean, come on. We go off into the real world in like 2 months. Doesn't it feel like yesterday that we wore yellow at Cougar Fest, that we got kicked out of that assembly, and that we had to take the bus to school? Right? Yesterday. But the real world will never be real to us, only because we've been here. If there's one thing that my time here at CNHS has taught me, it's that nothing is too obscure, too difficult, or too impossible to achieve. I mean, come on. We won Cougar Fest this year. We did. We almost won Battle of the Classes, too. Us. Anything is possible. So go out and write your own stories, class of 2010. Please, write yourselves a masterpiece in years to come. But don't forget, not ever, to go back and reread your stories of a little place called Colts Neck High School. I know I'll never forget. And Mermelstein, victory is sweet. Congratulations, everyone, and good luck in the future.